deck, especially this one of the chamber.
Okay, BBL on defense, Giants on attack. What on earth we got comp plays?
So it's not fully convincing
Standard
for
with
me.
a Cypher.
We'll see exactly how it works
Chamber.
out on B main and left.
Chamber deadlock.
Starts out with a great
What the hell?
couple kills. Grabinho though, 2 quick ones back.
He certainly didn't need to wait for long.
Chamber deadlock.
Tenuous position here, able to win the fight against Westside, and it's so important that he does. Alleviates pressure towards the sand side,
Okay,
and
very
Magnum
nice.
does the rest.
It
Between the two of them,
is
they've got the pistol on the board.
one-
BBL
Nope.
with both.
Just
Yeah,
2-1 on the pistols.
There you go. They're in the end.
Cheers, mate. No, it's a good start. It'll get,
Chamber
the
deadlock.
buy-in,
I mean,
get
if the
things
theory's good
working. I
enough,
think there's
first
a lot
time
of
you
good
use it, it should be winning.
icebreakers there, especially 11 getting on the
Oh,
boards. I think
They
it's
caught
good
3 of them with
again,
util in
highlight
hand.
the fact that Levin this time isn't actually on the jet. He's on the Raze, which, let's be honest, we haven't really seen a lot of.
Come on, get pistol, good.
I don't know about you, I could
Oh.
watch those replays all day. Yampi is a bundle of energy, and that's what BBL needs
Oh
here.
my goodness.
Robinho, back door.
Oh.
Dracos on the desk.
Oh.
Oh, what is this? Right behind them.
Uh-oh, they're going to shout good anti-eco against you, mate.
It's the fact that there's also going to be upgrades for the players to work with. I mean, Sociable has a Marshall in hand, and yeah, players are low, but it's about getting onto the lines and getting clean gunfights.
Dude, what a
Only
bit of a sick play from Grabinho here,
to work with.
to be honest.
The position of Cloud in upper here as well. Creating a bit of a
5
crossfire.
bullets.
Smoke goes up, only makes things even more difficult, so Magnum has to turn to tree.
There's not a lot of initiation utility to get back in either, and Sociable at least gets Ara.
Marshall has its first. Bit of a distraction created by Magnum, but it doesn't last long.
Yeah, and they
Spike
spot it
not
and they
yet
can
worked
just
on. Time running
around.
out. GX may not have had the pistol. but a
really,
second
really
round
nice.
is
Oh
theirs.
boy.
It is a pay safe
They
card.
saved 2
Thrifty
guns
to
into it as well. It's
retaliate.
very nice for
Yeah,
Giants.
we spoke about miserable rounds to lose in the last map, and that's
Dude, this
certainly
this play from
one of them.
Grabinho's cool though.
That is really tough for BBL.
TP,
The fact that
TP,
they lose track of
and then
Grubby
smoke,
moving
and then
through
quickly
here,
get in
trying
the
to
smoke.
continue to fight, and I feel as if this has always been a problem that BBL have time to time, is the fact that they continue to fight. They're like, they don't want to back down.
Yo, Yampi, brother. Oh, sit down.
The IGL's giving it.
Never give up. Leaves me hanging so often, I felt like I had to do you a favor for once. Nothing in this house.
Okay, Outlaws out.
Dresses
5
like
people
me,
to get 1
everything.
shot.
It's ridiculous. Start speaking Scottish soon.
Oh, well, let's not do that.
Sociable has all of his headhunter bullets here, so that could be quite useful. Know a thing or two about BBL and pistol rounds.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I mean, get a bit of information, the fact that Cloud was there, but you knew that through the utility that was being used. But, I mean, the goal isn't the A side, it's towards C. And the fact that there's a lack of noise, a lack of utility, you would think, maybe they're not going to be here. But instead, no, BBL hold fast on that side of the map.
Levin has a
5 players are
sheriff,
gonna hit
that's
him
it.
towards 11.
They create the pressure over towards A. BBL gamble stack and then just group hit the site.
Show their
He
theory on
sticks
this map before. It
and doesn't
did
get any.
result in
Pretty much
playing
going to be an
through the
impossible
middle of the map,
retake,
setting up
and
C a lot of
Giants
times
might even be
towards
able
sand.
to
That's where they're going to end here.
try and get the fatal
Levin has been
online.
relieved of his duties, and BBL are setting up for a retake. It's as much
Radicals
damage
Max,
as
thank
they
you so
can
much for
do.
the whole year, mate. Appreciate
You
that.
have Magnum floating around on the flank, but 2 traps and a cam kind of puts it out of the question.
I mean, you look towards what's left in the pockets of Giant X, there's not a lot. They've got the better weaponry, so that's what we expect. But Magnum finding that may open things up a little bit and force Giant X to move forward. Find those fights, which they are doing, and winning them, which is the key aspect of this. Nothing to get too excited about. Magnum does have the Phantom in hand. How much damage can he do?
Yeah, he did an alright amount of damage.
So,
He gets his
rifles
own
up,
ult.
2 buys lost in the end for Giant X.
2
and
away, so that's going to be
I'll
the
be
only
happy with
ult
that.
into this round, maybe, unless someone goes a little bit wild.
Leading the charge once again, picking up that momentum where he left off at the end of Icebox. Seeing that Magnum has the Annihilation available on the deadlock. That is the one ult that comes into play in round number 4. The first full rifle round that we see between the two teams, as of course BBL did lose their anti-eco. And in terms of the setup, it's the classic chamber holding the C space, something which GX have had
All
high
pass and
priority on
aggro
fighting for.
for BBL.
Typical combo to get on towards the A line, stop anyone from getting out. Sociable though,
Dude,
the
so
box
nervous for you.
won't be known about.
Damn, they didn't
for-
spam this.
for
They
one
don't
hit,
spam
just
this
to
as
take
part of their
that peek.
default.
Catch GX off guard, and that's exactly what he's going to get. Does forfeit some of the space. Now towards Waterfall, but the job is done as far as he's
Patrick,
concerned.
thank
and
you
it's
so much for the
West side
tier
as well,
1, bro.
so
Appreciate
that
that.
backline
Thank you,
is called
thank
into
you.
question.
And I'm glad that you highlight that because we saw last round Magnum try and go for that. So the Giant X try and dedicate a player to
Yeah,
hold
and
the
they wanna
flank. And how do they
try-
bust through this
They want to try just
chokehold right here? Is Sociable
straight
holds
up
on from
explode
up
onto
above,
site
doesn't
without
decide
taking
to
the
go for
orb.
peek instead,
It gives them too
but
much info.
waits for the
That's lovely
race to
movement
come
from him,
through
though.
to him, and it's a
Ooh, some big
disaster on
misses.
the second engagement.
Imagine they win this
Now
one.
BBL
Nice shot.
out, Levin not. Rifle in hand, he's doing well. He's even got another one for his trouble. As BBL are holding
It's a
on.
nice round from them,
There's
man.
a lot of ultimates to this round. And Cloud again continuing to put this into a position that is possibly winnable.
1v2.
Yeah,
but
really
Levin will
nice
get a
from
quad.
Levin.
Well played from him. BBL tying the scoreline right back up.
Yeah,
And
I will
have to
say though, for
Tyler,
Giants,
they passed those missed shots,
even though they
missed
lost the
ult.
round, they got 2 ults. They
Magnum.
combo well.
Levin just
and
does
they got
so much
2
work
ults
and
out
they
of
couldn't
him.
dig him out. It's like a horror movie.
That's a good replay.
Behind you.
I still can't believe they don't spam that box though.
Speak about horror movies. Here is the villain. Levin in that round. The fact he gets the showstopper online feels that it's worth using there. It's 2 big ultimates that, if you look at this comp, what
Well,
we needed in terms of retakes. And we've already
1,
spoken
2,
about how
3,
much
can't
BBL
buy
can
next.
struggle when they
Honestly,
get to retakes.
I would even include this.
Feels almost like a
And Giants
non-statement,
have
but
got 2
when Levin
ults
isn't
and they
dead
got
in the
A
first
control.
30 seconds, he's a lot more useful.
Big punish from
When he has
BBL here.
players
Grabbing
around
it
him,
out, Omen Flash goes
play to
in,
his
3
tune,
pass and push for a
gosh,
smoke.
really this time it is the reverse.
Fado
and
hits 2
GX
in
picking up
reverse.
speed on the way
Oi.
through to the A site.
Dude, he was on top of it. Nice ult on this
Craziness
as
right
well.
now as Zara
Yeah,
gets a showstopper
and
on
Giants
his
had a
own
good
line,
understanding.
finds a kill, and now it's
Both
a 1v2
ults used
the
pretty
opposite way.
early.
Sociable with the op back into the A site. Spike
Looks
should
like
be
they're
zoned
very
down.
aware of
Moment's notice.
Rifles
how
too
perfect.
quick
Well, at least how the
Get
how the
things back
Omens are
towards
playing, I
outside,
guess,
but
because it was
remember
Sociable
the
lost.
TP won't
Nope.
be up for another amount of time, at least 10 seconds, before he can place that down. Both players for Giant X have actually split up.
Same position that Cloud had in post before towards up, but he can catch Sociable here.
He's all the way through to the back side, and Ara doesn't even know about it. This Cloud, as he holds on. Yeah, the angle, good enough
Hey,
for him.
very nice. We
Giant
thought
X
this might
take the
happen.
advantage
Money
in this,
is wrecked for
That
BBL.
zip line is always cursed in a clutch.
Yeah,
the
mate,
amount of
every
times I've
time.
seen someone, start to lapel, yeah, you're screwed. It's done. Right idea.
Does Chamber go to Lotus?
The nightfall
It's
here as well just means
it's
that
fine.
GX
It's fine, I guess. It's
scale
on defense
quickly
normally it
as
does alright.
Quack gets
Like it does
caught.
pretty good on
TPing into
attack.
his own
If you don't give it
one-way
picks,
smoke,
it
really
does
nicely done.
struggle a little
Next
bit.
round is BBL back on pistols.
Yeah. I find it funny, right, that it's
Andrew Meister, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the
this is
20
gonna
months.
be
It's the same as
another
Chamber,
quick
just on
start
any
if
map,
we
dude.
look at
Like
the
if
bodies here.
you
Fabinho
guys feeling it
tries
on
to be
Chamber,
aggressive.
then
It's Cloud elsewhere that actually
Dude, Cloud took a
Rodrigo's
stray.
trying to get out. Come on. He's stuck.
one bullet.
Tickley's trying to defend. The
Wow,
rifles
last
are on
bullet,
the
went
ground,
for
but
the
that's
wide
not what you
swing.
want. Spike down, and then BBL's territory. West side holding on. There's plenty of
No,
targets to
everyone
hit.
committed and
is
he
knocking
backed
them
out.
down.
Everyone hiding.
West side in a target-rich environment sometimes just feels like an aim lab shoot around.
Spike.
The hat off his head, the spike on his back. GX are C-bound, but Ara is ahead of the play and already starting to repossess some of this neutral ground for his own. It's a 2 versus 2.
The thing is about this, BBL decided, right guys, we want to have the rifles in hand, so that's what they're going to go for.
Well, at least they
And
pick
it's
up the
also
guns.
fact that when you look at
But they know this
what
is most
Giant X have
likely.
in terms of health pools,
Nade,
West side's
Cage,
pretty low. And on
Satchel.
top of that, Ara's really only on a outlaw, so if he misses the first 2 bullets, he's gone.
Fortunately, he has 2
Well,
bullets
that's the
and a
info.
pain shell, so can slow the fight down to a snail's pace. West side low on the other side of the box. be careful not to get caught by the spam. Both BBL players on a Phantom. But Ara has hit his first shot, and the second is just set up. Westside weaving around the box. Sociable out in no man's land. GX moving up to a fourth. Not the most convincing against
and
the
they don't give him anything on that. Play it well.
Damage control on their behalf as you're looking at heading
Does
towards
EMEA not
timeout
play a lot of
territory now,
vines?
Cairo.
Honestly, you might be
And I
right.
think
It's not
that's
something
the
that
big
I've
thing, though, yeah, is time on
really
territory when we get close
noticed.
to it. You know what the head coaches and the coaching staff
Yeah,
of
you might be
BBL will
right.
be wanting to say here. Just every time I see it, man. But the eco fight looked great. Again, Levin seems to be that real highlight. Already 8 kills, sorry, not 8 kills, it's 10 kills in these first 6 rounds.
You need to be able to convert those advantages.
They,
That's something that BBL
it's a rough
were really
start,
good at
man.
doing
Especially
in
considering
week
she
one.
won
The
that
stats
pistol.
speak
It's
for
a really rough
themselves.
start.
92% win rate from a 5v4. Best in the league. Not something which I think they've been able to call upon all too often. As we said before, different kind of statistics do tend to favour them. They were really good at pistols before. They have
Map
win
3,
conditions.
I would
But
love
I
a
wanna
corrode.
see
I'm not gonna lie, I would love a corrode.
Right now. You are
I'm
looking at
very
this
worried it's not
1-2
going
punch
there, though.
Sociable. What
Yeah.
Dude,
is
Giants
he
look good.
offering? And
Who else have Giants
how
got
are
in
they
their
setting
group?
him up? Is he really heavily fighting an extremity and giving you all that space with the op or whatever gun it may be? Kind of like how you would with a Yoru? Or is he playing off other people as
It's
well?
actually pretty big as well, because BBL need all the champ points.
I agree 100%. I think that when you know that
Oh, it's
Levin
this
is
group.
shooting, there's
Okay.
always that second aspect of, well, BBL
They
will
got
win, and that's
some-
typically how it goes. And this is quite
They got some harder games
uncharacteristic of
coming
them.
up.
Obviously, you highlighted that through the fact that the
This should be-
advantages are not being converted.
This should be
The
one of their
look
hardest
towards
games,
C
really.
as these barriers
This and Heretics.
drop, and Levin is faced up against 5 players on the other side.
Got Profek with him. The best
Guys.
first map for him.
Giants just
The
don't
week
ever
before,
consider.
and maybe that's just what it
They
is.
don't ever consider that anyone
Back
can
in the
beat them
office
here.
For BBL, as Gravino has accelerated towards C
A nice hit though.
instantaneously.
It's an instant hit over towards sight.
A lot of clearance to be done by BBL. They've already started to
Oi,
make
jump.
inroads. Oh, how's that
What?
caught Ara?
I thought he jumped
Into
it.
the annihilation.
Whoa,
Oh,
why is
it's
it so
sped up
fast?
quickly. Got a first class ticket.
He's got a speed. Yeah, he's got
The
a
other aspect
he's got a
of this is
button
the
to
fact
speed
that
it
the
up.
pit's down for Giant X. This is going to be really hard to get back into for BBL.
Crossfire in front of the smoke. Those matters only made worse. You can look at the health pool of BBL.
Wait,
and
nice
it's
shots.
tripled.
Calm, bro. Calm.
Ara taking advantage of the situation, and what do you do now? It's a save for BBL more likely than not.
He's got the caster
maybe
says he's got a
strip away some of the
fast
guns
class
on-
ticket. That was good.
Giant X, as their money isn't completely out of the woods, but keeping plenty alive here.
Teleport's ready.
It's going to be
The
a
door
massive boon
closed,
to their
so it-
chances. As this
ah,
is
so it-
already 5
So it fought.
rounds.
Is it because
And
it's
there's
like
money in the
it
pocket,
fought
so
like
you
it
know
had
that
to do
Giant X
this
can now start
that
hunting
sped him up
full of
lots, even though it would
any
have just pulled him to the door?
straggles
Is that how
to
it
the
works?
BBL hold. They won't find them, so we now move to
Further
the
away
next
it
round. I
speeds
think
up, so
the
it thought it was
other
miles away.
aspect to this is
Wait, that's
I
so
kinda wanna
wild.
start two
'Cause it was so
conversations here, right?
fast.
One, the fact that it is a 3-site map, so
That's sick, I
typically
didn't
we
know
have
that.
seen defences struggle. But the fact that this is a double sentinel composition for BBL, and they are losing so heavily in some of these rounds, really starts to worry me.
Yeah, I suppose so, obviously.
The
They're
wingman
not
around the world,
playing
yeah, same thing,
like a
right?
typical Sentinel would, but that's where you'd expect a player like Profek to maybe pick up a little bit
Many
more
of the
of
games
the
they've been
slack.
bangers.
Early util dump
Honestly, K-Corp
towards A
K-Corp
is-
Apex was a bit of a
it's a
was a
split
bit of a
vibe from
banger,
BBL
just
here.
not in the way that you would
Neither
think
here nor
so.
there, and same can be said for the shots from Sociable. Westside dropped to 9, but
Yeah,
not
for
over
entertainment
the
value,
threshold
through the
of
roof.
Death's Door.
Everyone for BBL is in the gravity, the pull of this A side of the map, especially after GX have made it even more
Dude, I do just feel like Giants.
interesting. As
They'd have a
players
fun
go
time on
from
their
Giants
defense.
starting to explore elsewhere on the map, and as they do, BBL capitalise. That spike is down, and has forced the two stragglers.
He realised that, well, I'm done for here.
It's BBL.
Yeah, this is good from BBL apart from this one.
Force is on here.
Player standing.
Holding on.
Oi,
It's just 11.
oi, oi,
They'll
oi.
get the last
Okay,
kill.
BBL win a
That's
round.
way
One
to
person
respond.
surviving, but they have a lot of ults, so they can win this
Absolutely.
next
It's a
one to make sure that
resounding
their money's
response.
good. If
Exactly
they
what
lose
BBL needed,
this,
Fio. It comes down to
my
the final
goodness.
player. 11 the
it's a
last
really rough
alive.
half. Especially for a
Yampy
double sentinel, first time
getting
you're
on the
showing it
board.
comp.
Plenty more to celebrate for him, of course. Birthday yesterday. Would love to cap it off with a win here. And starting to see that proactivity from the BBL defense that we wanted. Attacking the open space, the vacuum, when things go
This is
quiet
it.
on the GX side of
This
things.
is it,
which
he
they tend
says.
to do
Good
mid-round.
ults, though.
Where are you looking to try and create
Clouds.
advantages for yourself?
One away.
To the Force and play. It's actually
Giants think they go aggro A to try and make sure that they can get...
wall from the deadlock.
No,
instead.
not even.
GX
They
look
just
to,
wanted to straight
avoid
up
it
B pop.
entirely and go through B main. And BBL, as always, ready to fight.
Maybe because they thought they were going to be so heavy
11.
protecting orbs.
Board with him here.
They thought they could B pop.
Piloting the push round the
Nice.
back. Be lucky to get two. Sociable needs to
Shot.
get away with
It's a great
something,
shot.
and he does.
Down A.
Snatches Cloud.
And look at all the information right now towards this A side. Unfortunately, the wall dissipates.
And Westside drops in B main. Right off the back of a round which BBL win by the skin of their teeth. Things look a lot more convincing in the next.
Matteo, hello mate.
Ara and Flickless, the two boys from UCAM still alive.
Teleport's ready.
Playing on the front line. That first shot not hitting either. The following ones. Ara put on notice.
Still
and
though,
BBL
Still, it worked out pretty well. I don't even mind the call from Giants. Like, it's not a bad call.
Important that they do, bringing this within
They were
one.
so certain that they would try and go heavy on the sides
You're in op territory.
to stop them from getting
Starting
Clouds
to feel
or
like he can offer
they
a little
wanted to
bit
pop
more
B.
in that respect.
It would have
Doing
worked
his
against
job.
other
I think
teams, for
both
sure.
extremities under some serious pressure immediately from BBL. Doubling down on the aggression, and it's going to cause a timeout from GX, and this gives us the
Giants in
opportunity to
champs?
speak about
Okay, we need
some
to
stuff
chill
that
out a
has
bit.
stayed the same for a while for
will
them, because we speak about the
take their
amount of
points.
change that this roster has been through. But one
Don't
thing
think
that
their
they've
points are
kept
good.
the
I feel
same,
like they only won
even
like
coming
2
out of that
games.
torrid stage 1, is the partnership between Cloud and Pipson. That they've put their trust into him, and now maybe, just
they got
maybe,
2 maps.
things
They
are
got 2
starting
points.
to be repaid.
Yeah, and I think as well,
They got
like,
2 points. They have to come
if you wanna
first
put
or
a
second
number
in the EMEA.
to the story point that you're talking about here, Hazza, it's the fact there's been 10 players through the doors.
This is basically
of
an
GX,
LCQ
and,
for them.
I mean, finally,
Apart from it
looks
has
like they've
the
got a
3
solid
best teams
5
in
that
the
they
EMEA
can
in it.
depend upon and
It's a lot
actually
harder to
put a
win.
bit of hope into. And I mean, even Cloud's IGL, and looks like it's convincing a lot of people.
I'm not
starting
saying
to
it's not
win them
possible.
over. And as
We've
we
seen
spoke about
some
on the
crazy
desk
things.
through, Kukuku and Mini, they were
But
saying that the ideas actually look
Gonna be
like
one of
their
the
own.
one of the least
Absolutely.
expected things if
And
it does happen.
That's the thing as well. You even speak of a person like Pipson, right? He's been with Giants since his playing career. I mean, there was a stint here and there off elsewhere, but for the most part, he bleeds blue and black, I suppose. It doesn't sound very healthy, but the colours of the jersey, I suppose.
Where are you?
That operator back, not this time the Tour de Force, but an actual operator which Sociable can work with. And we've seen him get success before. And after that opening engagement and the wall down, Sociable will be able to get on the line.
Don't forget finishing third place.
Yeah,
but even if they did that, mate, they still don't, even if they won every single game and did that, they don't have enough.
And I find it interesting that we do have
It's
both
like
towards
coming
this
into
side of the map
stage
as well, with the
2,
mesh
I think
and
9 points was the
operator
most you could
usually in
get.
sort of one or the
People
other,
are just
right?
too
You have
far
to go
ahead.
in the extremity.
Have to know what to see after that prowler through B main.
Like they've only won
Classic
2
GX,
games,
this is a
mate.
space that they want to try and fight into. Door on a swivel means that there is support at a moment's notice. Both cages invested to aid the cross, but time is starting to wear thin, and it's into Sociable's op that they're looking once again.
Yeah, GX look as if they're floundering, if I'm honest, Hazza. It's so readable, and BBL are doing so well. Look at all the information they have. And all
Fade
the
out to push him off. Fade out back.
Same as the
And
prior
it does
round.
hit
The
2
only
though, with the
difference
fade
is
eye
there are no
goes in
kills,
as
not a
well,
drop of
kind
blood.
of
Hitting the
confirms that they
canvas,
left
and we've
here.
reached
Dude,
the
they know
30
this is going to be a
second mark.
3-passing
Finally, the
stack.
green light
A really
for
good omen
Giant
Flash.
TP
The ball
across,
play.
Prophet's already
The really
here.
ball play
Aaron's
from
caught onto
Profect.
it though. Comms for the rest of the team, perhaps it's Levin
Jesus,
leading the
3
line
dinks.
instead. 2 back, Yumpy still alive, playing from Ben.
10 HP,
Drop,
8 HP.
Sociable arriving, but needing a little bit more. Just a headhunter bullet on either player would knock them off of their perch, but the spike goes in instead, And GX have a man advantage despite the weak health pool.
Magnum's still so late to try and support Sociable here.
It's not going to catch any player either. Horn dropping over the back. Great timing to take the peak.
Oh
On
my.
the chin. GX swing across BBL's jaw.
Fair play to
and
Giants
leave them
though.
Empty-handed yet again.
Fair play, they
6
just
rounds
forced it
to
in with the
4
ults.
now. Building
You
on
gotta
that
say
lead.
like their
Especially when
their
you see
ults
how
on the
well
most important
BBL
rounds.
midbound from the defense
Like
in
Giants
terms of
are
the
Giants are
prowess
using
through
them well.
main, the fact that Sociable gets that early line and they're able to rotate in towards this C site, but Giant X are just shooting.
Come on!
They are not missing. And Ara's getting fired up as well.
I mean, but I think
14
Ara's
and
playing
5
incredible.
now. 11,
Like his
17 and
decision
7.
making, his
Not a
op
player
in
else on
has been really
BBL
nice.
hitting double
Like here, he
digits.
tanks an Omen Flash and he just chills. One satchel.
Both
Here's the
raising
TP
the
early,
roof for their
considers
own
it.
teams quite literally. A Sociable on the angle
Nice
this
shot.
time will not miss with a rifle in his hand.
That's a few rounds now that he's been able to peek out, get a kill and get out, giving nothing away to
Dropping
GX,
spike.
which is going to be frustrating as they look to try and make the numbers even.
What do you think about single duelist teams?
Another 5 versus 4
Yeah, it's
for
fine.
BBL.
I'm pretty double
To convert
duelist
them
pilled
so
at the
far today.
moment.
There's a trap here for Sociable. but
Like
he's
double
playing over the
duelist with
shoulder of it.
Vice feels
Still on
pretty
a very
incredible.
tight angle, but as he
Map
drops
dependent,
off,
but I
that's
also
when
think
the
that
peek
like
comes in.
double controller, if
He
your
has missed
Viper
his
Theory is
chance
good,
for
is
now.
good. Same with double
That's true.
Sentinel.
Open the door.
Not the biggest fan of
Levin
double
still worried
initiator, it's
about
like the only one I wouldn't
outside of
use.
C mound. The only question mark is really that
Doesn't mean
base
it's,
phase
like,
as
fully
Clown
bad.
moves up, he gets caught.
So BBL will extend their advantage. It becomes a 4
Dude,
versus 2
every
when the dust
pass on the
settles.
observer's on is just getting wrecked.
Prophet dropping off on C just a little bit. He feels like the player in the crosshairs right now. Only Westside to
30
duel
seconds
him,
left.
but wins.
And again,
through,
another.
emerging from the smoke
Dude, the observer's
victorious.
cast.
Fabinho still has a lot of ground to cover if he wants to join up with his teammate and play as a pair.
They realize
Which
there's no
VCT
instant tap of the
He's
spike,
working
so
off
this
the
might be
information
happening.
instead, and may even be
Dude,
looking towards the
The
A
observer's
side
cast
of the
in
map.
this round.
Ill-advised. Too many
10
ideas
seconds left.
coursing through his
Not like
brain.
he missed the aim jaws, he was just on the pass
So
and the
BBL
dice.
bring us within touching distance again. Another very close half that we're getting here, Cairo.
Yeah. And
He
the
lost- he
question I
lost
have
every
for you, Hazard,
50-50.
now is we're in this position, we know what the potential scoreline could be, 6-6
Last round
or
before the
7-5. What would you see as a successful half?
He did get that one at the
list of
beginning, though.
Sentinel
Gotta give him that.
That BBL have right now.
I think it's difficult to say with how aggressive we know that they like to play. It's those more aggressive looks that have actually looked better for them.
Yeah.
Coming into the second half, you know the protocols they like to play, the fundamentals, the Palaron, as it has been coined with him
The
now
Palaron.
firmly at the helm. You're looking at this final round.
The
Them
Palaron.
tying up the scoreline, giving them
The
a
coach is
serious
called
chance.
Palaron.
And the
I get it.
utility which they will be dumping into rubble early.
That was nice. Oh, dude, this is
There's a
mayhem.
lot of information.
Bro,
from
Ara's
both
playing
sides.
insane.
It's Harry's
No
shot,
way, bro's
and
20
his
bro's like
rifle
20
will get
HP.
the value
Dude, they gotta use an ult on him.
through the annihilation. Is there still fights ensuing on the site?
Oh.
Oh, close to it.
But they find out where he is because of
Able to
that.
get the kill that he was promised. Now there's more to be. And try
swing.
and get.
Oh, the Sociable's already here. He's all the way through. This is the chance.
That was nice from Sociable.
Sociable
Yeah,
with a
Cloud
Red
just
Bull
wasn't
clutch.
expecting him this close
And
at
we
all.
will have a tied game at the half. That we
Still
will.
though,
And
I
it's
feel like
again
Giants,
through
first time they
BBL's
come up against
aggression
this comp,
and the
getting 6 is
ability
pretty
to
legit.
recuperate after losing,
It's still a good
so
recovery
many
from
players.
BBL.
We'll find out exactly how their attack will go.
He went to
after
shoot his
quick break.
team's fade eye. Uh-oh. Or we get copyrighted. It was his own fade eye. Wait, that was fade as well? He threw the fade eye, then shot his own fade eye. That's so sick. It's actually incredible. Might have to, chat, you guys might have to clip that for me. You guys might have to clip that. I might have to have that clip for when Yampi comes in to chat If he wins the map, it's okay for us to show it. If he doesn't win the map, it's probably bullying. There's a lot going on in the moment. Oh yeah, for sure. Why did I shave my mustache? Yampy was calling me out. Said something about,
between BBL
did it take you 4 months to grow it?
Lotus, it's been a battle of the
Do you know what? We are going to play that clip when he's in. You're right. Thank you for that reminder.
Respectively. And well, both teams have put on a show.
And if he
so
does
far.
lose the map.
Yeah, they definitely have.
You're right.
I think
Let's get that
BBL
clip
will
ready.
probably still be happy to see that defense side go. Really struggled with the retakes in their opening game. Only a 24% conversion, and they didn't win a single one in that first half. The thing is, though, they're now moving on to the attack. And if my memory serves, they didn't win a
Bacon
single
taught him how
round
to do
on
that.
attack
Shoot the
on
reveal.
Icebox.
That's going to be the worrying thing to consider.
See, where are we
here.
with pistols? I think it's
They start
2-1, I'm
things
pretty
off
sure.
majority through
Three-person
B main and
punish over towards
gives away
C.
that first blood.
Great
Those
shot.
sheriffs, man. By a sheriff.
Dude, the
on
off angles.
pistol.
It feels like every team's getting caught off
Every
with the
single
fact that
time,
people
and
can beat them
arrows
and
are starting to
over towards here.
skyrocket as
Moment flash goes in. Dude, they
slightly
kind of need
overdoes
to
it there in
pivot to
defense
C
of
or
his own
A.
site. There is support starting to now flood through main behind the Viper wall as the spike is yet to go in.
BBL look for a ways of escape from that B site as they try to go through the Hobbit door. Instead, though, they stick around, and there's a player to re-clear.
Look, I mean, the barrier mesh has dropped towards Waterfall. It should be up for most of this post plant. You've got both sensors towards A side. That's where West side has just been posted up, bookmarking the space. The other player is Grabino. He's still embedded in main, and with that kill, it turns the numbers even further in GX's favor.
Yeah, 2 players to the good. All you need to do is trade things down, although BBL,
2v2.
that's going to be
West
easier.
side though.
I mean, the other player all on his own is West side, and Prophet gets 2 on his own, putting an advantage towards
No
BBL,
way.
and they'll get both
2v4
pistols
on site.
Lotus.
Prophet plays best.
Gets
with
him
his
a
back
double
to the
pistol
wall.
for this.
Honestly, that game against
3-1.
Heretics the other day, the Sunset should have ended 13-6. For the 5 rounds that they won, majority of them spurred on by Prophet. It's not been the best
2v4
start
on
to the day
site.
for him, but it's moments like this that
Dude,
get
I mean,
you going.
Magnum
He was
did
a
great.
brilliant bit of utility here.
That kill is
from
just
Magnum, the
everything.
net to just set up the play.
David, let me kiss your forehead, David. Let me kiss your forehead.
But this is the round that we need to take note of, because last time it was a thrifty GX.
Oh, but 5 classics, Cairo. They couldn't.
Oh, don't
They
say
wouldn't.
that.
They shouldn't.
You are chancing.
Mints,
you're
thanks
chancing
so
your
much for the
luck.
tier 1, bro. I appreciate you.
So Giant X at this moment in time. Prophet, though, looks to be the one to stop it.
Uh-oh.
Couple of
Should be okay,
missed
right?
shots here and there. Prophet trying to trace Flickless back through the wall. Cloud, actually, sorry.
Camera spots
Still
3.
GX players over on A right now. C is open for the taking. That's where BBL can post their feet up, but there's little in it. They are already here.
Yeah, it's been a foot race that Giant X haven't really lost by that much of a margin. And
Great mesh.
utility to work with.
He
It's
locked
not
him
really
in.
hitting, it's just BBL.
Yeah, nice util from
just
BBL in this round.
overwhelming what was on that site. Spike will go down.
This is one of the reasons why BBL should still be a threat on the attack side, the deadlock.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
they're trying to
chamber as
work
well.
out
They are much more
who to-
offensive
who to
Sentinels
hunt,
than
who
if
can
you were
hunt
running
this.
a Vice, for example, or
Yeah.
a
Yampy says I'm
Cypher.
close to
The
my ult,
ground
let
net
me
coming
hunt.
up often as a signature ability means that he can be
Yampy
such
gets
a
the kill.
nuisance.
2 away
And
from his
in these
ult.
post plants, shutting down lanes, stopping the flood of bodies back there, the blue shirts on the GX
Up
side.
3.
That
I would
counts
love
for
a
lot.
corrode.
Yeah, for me, I understand what you're saying
Really
about the deadlock, but with the chamber, if I'm honest, I think the jury's still out on it. I'm not fully convinced. I mean, we look at Sociable's Sociable stats right now, 6 to 10 at the minute, and it's mostly been first bloods.
Nice.
Don't worry, mate. I'm not saying he's playing any good. I just think the pick works on paper. It's fine.
That's terrible. That's
It is.
terrible.
It is, but all good. As you said, jury's
Okay,
still
big
out. 2 rounds in
rounds.
it. BBL looking for a change of fortune. Arrow the first
High
line
round
of
against
defense,
the
as he
bonus.
has been so many times.
Giants.
His B
They're
site
one
is
up over
fortified
towards
by
A.
Flickless's wall. They've really
In
bolted
return,
down the
Lucy
hatches here.
control.
bit of an issue. Westside does give the audio, but BBL don't look to scale just yet.
Right.
Oh, hello. I don't know about that. Oh,
Yeah.
Sociable has got the two kills.
Well, it was bound to happen, wasn't it? On 5 HP, he's going to get another one. That's a triple kill for Sociable, but the round isn't done just yet. He's paved BBL's golden road. Not quite to Paris, but the A site.
Yeah, Paris is well far away for BBL at this moment in time. Sure, they might be the gatekeeper in terms
satchel
of
across?
champions
Yeah.
points, but that could easily change with a loss in this matchup. As Flickless and Westside separated, come in at different angles.
Toxin screen down.
Listen,
They probably
there
get
he was
traded
again.
right from the higher.
The young
Dude, Sociable,
29-year-old
what a
rookie
round.
from Turkey. Evan does trade it out
3
though, and
kills
jokes
and
aside,
managed to get them the
Westside
4th.
now into 2v1, which feels rigged against him. Multiple angles to contend. Levin can gain info. There is no half stick.
Very,
There
very
is no
nice.
round. BBL up to 9.
It's still into a
And
bonus.
one away from double digits, which is going to be an important mark that we all have to take note of. An important milestone.
I mean, he tracked him really
And
well,
how
but
BBL
still
are going to be
madness.
able to achieve it is against a thrifty round. It's a
Great shots,
lovely
man.
round from
Dude's low
Sociable
HP
as
for
well.
all of
Just
those ones.
after you said that
No, but that's the theory, right? He has the TP to fall back on. He's making as much space as he possibly can. He knows if he goes down swinging and gets a couple of kills, I mean, even the one, has set them up. So it's not just
I
Levin
did
leading
that
the
to satch
line.
it out.
There is
Yeah, it's really
someone else
costly,
there
man.
behind it. See, look, it came together in the end, and now
I wonder if there's
GX
like
have got some thinking to
something
do,
earlier
because
where they
this
thought
one
that
has
he was
very
there.
quickly gotten out of control.
Yeah, that it has, and it's again something that we just spoke about just before we were speaking about Sociable, was the fact that it is against a thrifty round, right? That defense can sometimes fall on hard times, and that it has here. And I mean, you can see it in terms of the buys right now on your screen. Sociable is going to be picking up an outlaw, so I imagine it'll be a lot more labelled approach on the attack when they're facing up against this, because Giant X a couple of
The
times
outlaw?
have tried to
Yeah, can
create
one-shot
a
everyone.
trap, right? They've tried
Dude,
to,
Giants aren't really
invite
getting
BBL
that many
in
kills
and
as
then
well.
hit
They're so
them
far away
with
from their
a hook.
ults.
Whether that's going to land this time is something entirely different, but it's one to keep note of when we move into this next
They're
round.
barely
There.
like just getting to half.
Before
After 3
we had
rounds.
GX on this map, it was the movable object, was it? The stoppable force.
Damn, dudes really pulled this
But
one out
Stage 1 feels like a long way
when we're feeling bad about
behind,
them.
this team. The question is, can they really live up to that dark horse mantle and take down the team which have usurped it from them?
Okay, this is
Through
nice
the
from
lowest merit,
BBL
of
though. They
course.
know that doing this creates a lot of pressure
GX
because if
have
he gets
never
this
really
orb, he
had
gets his
the
ult.
results that have
So he knows that once he takes this and shows that it is his fade over towards here, that they might be tempted to go for some kind of punish. And they called it really well, and he sees it, and then now they can insta group over towards C. It's nice from BBL. You could tell they wanted to just do that from the beginning.
Yeah, that's how you would
Double kill
expect
trip,
this round to go with the way that BBL had
They
set
make
up.
it then
Wait
look like
for
it's a B
Giant
hit,
X
so
to
they
make the
stick
first
around in
move.
B
There's
for longer.
utility here to try
And the
and
rest of
clear
it,
out,
dude, what a
which
lovely
BBL
round
done
this
so
was.
successfully. The doors
Stony
are
with the
open,
prime.
the
Appreciate the
spikes
3
go
months.
down,
Thank you, thank
and
you.
there's, again, double sentinel utility you have to try and get through when you're
Someone's
on
got a
an
plant.
eagle for Giant X.
Center towards CT. Ara does trigger it, drops out, allows Flickless an opportunity to fight
Staring
back
at it for a while.
in the clear
I mean,
air.
Magnum might
4v4.
being this up, right?
Magnum sort of solo holding,
Lovely
committed
shots.
to the corner.
Remaining.
They're still claiming the kills.
Very, very nice from them.
Prophet and
Well, those
Sociable
are really cool
want to form
round to watch from
themselves,
BBL, to be
and
honest with
ults
you.
continue
You make a
to
lot of
build for
ults here
BBL
now as well.
as they reach
The
double
similar thing for
digits.
Giants as well, they're
This
just not
next
getting
round
kills, they just
is
can't
where
get any
those last 60
ults.
seconds went for GX.
Yeah, I mean, this is them building up round by round, ready to release the power that they've been building up.
Enemy
Really,
remaining.
kind of like for Dracos, maybe watching kind of like a set W. You know, you get able to like take the damage and then let it go.
You know, with all these league references, let it be known you are the one who ints minis games.
What do you dare say that?
Sorry.
Whoa.
Anyone else?
Listen,
will
I'll
feel
They're
bring
going
up
for it,
those
they're
late
sending
stats
it.
if I need to.
Look, I'm just.
Ooh, I like it though too.
That's
Chat, I've been
GX push.
complaining about
Spike for
everyone's
B
C
main and C.
pinch right?
Out on sand and look.
When
just
you're
Yampy
going over
left.
towards spawn, because every single time
was over
B
in
is
an
weak,
instant, but it's a
they
complete
5-person
change of pace,
gamble it
something
with
which
an
GX have
info
been
trip
good
and
at
actually
doing
swing 2 to
when they
B.
need
I
to.
loved this from
The
Giants.
slight problem
It
for
was
me
really good.
is,
They also have so many
can you
ults
make that
that they're up
repeatable?
against that going aggro makes a lot of sense, right? You don't want to sit back,
Yeah,
get wrecked by
I
the
agree.
ults. It was a cool round.
Where does Yampy even go? He's got a minute to
And
work
it's like,
with, right?
it's
Like,
info, right? You get
money in
info
the
if they
pocket.
insta-react. Here and or.
Tell you where he goes. To his microphone, and he tells his team.
So,
what-
that's so
what it
much
is
nicer
after
than
they
what
want to
every
do.
other team
Yeah, I
really
think,
does.
like, what they said,
Every
basically
team when
an
they do this
impromptu
always
timeout
does a
that he's able to
3-1-1.
use to talk to his team and
And the one
kind of
just
work
sits there,
things
gets
out.
overwhelmed,
That's why we're seeing
or
him
this
take so
one
long
sits
to
there
go
and
back
gets
to the spike
overwhelmed
and
because their
attempt
instant
a 1
reaction
versus
is to
5.
do
He knows
this.
the situation is screwed.
But it's nice
so
that one of them's actually strong and this
extends
is
the
just a
play
full
little
retake.
longer. Used to be called a French timeout back in the day, right? The teams that pioneered it, regional thing perhaps, but given a chance, you know, shots in the dark. BBL will not be winning this round, but that comes to no
It's a great
surprise.
round,
It's an
and they
in-zone
start, and
flawless,
they
in
actually got
fact,
some
to
kills,
make
so
the
they stuck it
play
in,
that
stuck
GX
in their
did,
ults online.
and to win it so convincingly. I mean, BBL were not expecting this.
Oh,
Players
that's a
looking
wild
every
lineup!
which
Look at
way.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, he only got 3.
Maybe. Never. But the biggest aspect to this is that it was a reaction to what BBL had done in the previous round.
Sure. And it was what I said before. Is it repeatable? I'm seeing 3 players.
Are they
at the
faking
C
like they're doing
barrier.
it again?
But there's nobody at B.
There is a trap and a wall though.
Yeah, there is. Again, taking the time. It's players noted, and that was 2 that would have been
passing.
held through the grav
All
net
pass and
used.
aggro,
As
info
they now
trip.
begin to
There was a
assault
trip here at
towards
one
A,
point.
and it's only Westside. He has no utility to support this, so he's probably better to drop out.
And mate, you
It's
gotta
only
leave
West
sight.
Side on the east side.
West side,
Everyone
you gotta
else
leave sight.
on the opposite end of the map. He's
West
got to come
side.
up huge.
You gotta leave
To
sight.
get anything, leaves empty-handed. Our result does make light work of Magnum. And GX have all of grass at their disposal. In the meantime, the offense is looking elsewhere.
Yeah, the BBL are now looking for expansive control as they've lost the main space, and now Giant X are starting to move through it.
They could very quickly find themselves a 2v1 against Grabinho here as well. He's the only player in CT.
This is going to be a big fight, but the players don't go for it. More
He's shot
distracted
so
by
nice
the side
there.
pushing.
Dude,
Anna has
Ara's
got
having
3 for
such
his
a
trouble.
map. 23 to 11.
Plan.
It's whether they can get onto it though, is Levin.
Jesus.
Ara's to get 1, and Prophet now known about, forced out.
Dude, what a round though.
Dropped himself.
24 to 12.
Giant X reduced that gap once again, and it's only down to 2.
Such huge value from the timeout as well. I mean, to go for that play, and then this round, kind of lean into a similar setup, and
Yeah.
look at the
Magnum.
retake.
Magnum always
Magnum's
himself.
unlucky not to land his
Basically.
ult there before going down.
I really like this.
Oh,
from,
dude, Magnum must
Giant
feel
X
so
because they're
bad
playing
if he
into,
hit that.
BBL's
hello!
If he hit that ult, he stops him from
Well,
killing
but,
everyone.
The point is that Giant X are just reading into BBL's tendencies here. They've even picked up an Odin to stop any locks. It's Grubby that's actually using that towards A.
Money's low.
Picked up the Odin. It's going to be
They've won a
playing
lot on a
tree.
roll,
You've
but
got
the money's so
spammable
low,
walls
dude.
here for him to try and go for.
Heavy arm, not even heavy arm,
Looking
there's
back
some.
at the footage when he was on Koi, I did it so you didn't have to. He started A on the last Lotus that he played, all but 1 round, so it's very expected for him to
The
be
Giants
there.
have more of a chance than Koi, for
Spam
sure.
catches nothing though.
Don't get me wrong, the chances, you talk about champs, the chances are
Embed
still like
themselves in the middle
insanely
of the
low,
map,
bro.
Take some of this control as Levin is forced to use the nade to break the traps again. He only gets 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance to lock through it, right? Or create a kind of luck time and a question
Like
mark,
all
but
of these teams had
Giant
such
X
a
are
bad
holding on
start to
that,
the
so
year,
that
K-Corp
question mark
included,
won't be able to be used.
that it's just like,
At the same time, though, a reclear comes through, so
No,
Sociable now
man.
known about, and a Viper's Pit deposit.
just rough.
West side, so cheeky. Takes the timing as the pit is flooding outwards.
A good
Catches
ult, though.
Sociable in the gap. Finds the first blood of the round. In the meantime,
Speaking of
Prophet
good
can jump
ults, they
between
know
the
exactly where the
lines.
Omen is.
Ara is needed to be considered here. From the broken
Bro, look at this
door,
guy
he
go.
strikes. Levin sent packing. As the rest of BBL
Ooh,
will be
Yampy's
very
taken
shortly.
Yampy's taking a bit of a
Finally on
risk.
the east side, and Yampy
Yeah, he
is
heard
caught
him
off
run
guard by
heaven as well.
Flippers.
He thought he
It's
had
a
owned
2
it.
versus 5. which BBL have to try and win. They've already got off to a great start.
Great Omen flash.
Into the site again, and with that
has it
kill
live.
coming through from Profek, there is nowhere to fight. They are against the wall.
Yeah, this is something BBL have always been good at, and it's just Magnum. He's already found
Dude,
the
look at the
first in a
util.
1 versus 4, but has to try and fight through a snake bite. And he'll
Very
just
nice though.
dissolve
Very nice. Dude, this is going to get
into
close, man.
nothing.
It's going to get really
Kind of
close,
like
and considering the
BBL done
BBL
in
won
this
double
attack.
pistol as well, in the buy
BBL,
rounds, Giants might
so
be
many people
favoured.
getting excited about them,
think for
like
sure.
the candy floss at the fairground, and it started
Got it,
raining
Eco.
in Berlin.
It feels like a TikTok restaurant. You get excited about something that could potentially be the next big thing, and right now it looks like it's fallen into nothing. They just can't deal with
Did
the
you say
hype, the
TikTok
pressure
restaurant?
of the position that they find themselves in.
I was really wondering where you were going with that.
You like it?
Yeah, I did. I'm just glad you know, didn't mention Labubus. Yeah, da punts Labubus.
That video? Dude, why does it sound so much like
It
restaurant?
seems like a good
No, I'm
idea until
struggling.
you realise it costs 70 euros. But
Yeah.
here we go, timeout again. I know, I didn't believe it either. And you wouldn't believe this scoreline if you had arrived in a time machine from any other point in the season. GX closing in on BBL right now.
He did
3
say
rounds
restaurant.
in a row. Timeout called. Thinky there by
One that
Pal's
becomes
side.
well
And
known
something
on
we haven't
TikTok.
said is, you know, he is sort of intimately aware of the players on the other side, and maybe that plays a factor. He was at UCAM since the end of 2023, and in those 2 years, he worked directly with Grabino, and more recently with Flickless and Ara.
Yeah, and I think as well, this is something that the Tier 2 system, you always find little nuggets like that,
Yeah.
right? Like players who have played against one another.
No, I was a big
Okay.
fan of Flickless' goodbye message, actually. Didn't
Oh,
speak
it's the,
Spanish. He said, "Oh, you're
um,
forever my Calvito."
this
and
is
I thought, oh, that
the-
sounds really sweet. It means bald. So,
This is the liquid
no love lost, I'm sure, in
one,
the
right? So you
server
can see
right
the
now
bombs that
anyway.
you can spam.
As we dive into a round where GX can look to tie things up against a bad buy for BBL.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. It is a bad buy, but Levin does have a showstopper, and if it gets into a bad spot, GX do have that Nightfall, the Fade ultimate to retake with.
Committed to the initial spam.
Yeah, it's a
but
great.
all
Wait,
it does is cover fire for
that was a
Westside.
T moment
Playing in
flash.
Hobbit, but
Down A.
feeling no pressure on his shoulders. This
Out of charges.
blanket coverage means that BBL are stuck, and look at the spike. On the
Profit doesn't
wrong
even
side of the door.
Well,
Yeah, and Profit doesn't even have an ultimate to try and grab it under the while they go.
Okay, is Westside aware of this? 2 players to face him, can't correct in time. Profek finds that one.
And let's look at Ara. He's nowhere near this part of the map at all, still moving through spawn. So this is going to be a straight up 3 versus 3 on the A side.
Oh, but
What?
Levin, through the decay, the
Oh,
spam,
pop.
and everything else. BBL are caught in a closed
oh,
net.
by 3v4.
The map's starting to feel minuscule for them. As
Low
their
HP
chances
on
continue
Suns.
to fade.
Dude,
Ara's opening up
that's-
the angle. Sociable's
that's,
walking into trouble. 10 all. And while that isn't going to
boy.
be the best buy you see from BBL in the next couple of rounds, it was still an opportunity, and another which GX will nail off.
We go back all even once again, and we
Yeah,
now
that's a
start
T
to
moment flash, no assist
we
on
need
that.
to start having a wider conversation about BBL and crunch games.
Nice!
Games where
Boys, I
that are
had to do something
important
crazy, my bad.
and positions that they find themselves in, right? Sure, we've seen them do great runs, but at
Odin
this
up,
split,
loads
they
of
are
money.
the
BBL
gatekeepers
10-10,
in champs
one double
points,
pistol.
especially if they win this
Getting
game.
racked in
They'll
buy
be all
rounds.
even with
Must win
vitality
rounds.
and waiting
Otherwise
for
this is
them
a
to
12
play
really from the
later in the
eco.
week.
Cloud has ult. Magnum has ult.
Don't want to find yourself in that position for GX. They need that deep
Poison's off.
run, the deepest. I'm talking grand finals. Who knows, anything is possible.
Jesus, what's his actual HP?
Sociable is very
It is
lucky to
1.
get away with 1
That's
point
his
of
actual
health there with
HP,
the
that's
snake bite.
nuts.
Snatching.
Fade ult
His
into the
coattails.
Odin spam and he survives on 1.
And Ara forced all the way back through the Prowlers. Annihilation to clear out backside.
Oh, gets dodged.
Giant
Omen
X are
ult for
really
fast
committed to these
retake.
rotates, and you need to be aware of
Oh,
Sociable, who's through B main.
Jesus.
Spike denied.
Oh, he baited
There's
him.
a fake of the net from Cloud, gets one more. Magnum at the double though, 2v3. Same 2 players that converted the pistol from before, or 3v3, sorry, but where's Sociable? Still 1 HP, Westside's got him dead to rights, and he is now.
Yeah, but it's a 2 versus 2 on site, and both players need to wait for West Side to get into position because they're retaking with an AWP.
Oh.
Oh, Ara's done so much damage already with the first canister of the shorty. Satcheling out, he wants the next. He'll find it onto Magnum. Perfect last left.
Damn, bro, 33.
Dodge.
Fake TP. Not planning fit.
Is a
Is it plan for him?
one. Plaz is the plan.
No, not at all.
Coward round
One
the corner.
bullet.
Prophex managed to claim one more. 3 points of health, but less than 3 seconds.
Wow,
He
he
has been
stuck it.
stunned
This
by
kid's
Ara.
having a
The balls
crazy
of
map.
steel.
He's having a
Seal,
crazy map.
round 11
He's in that
for
flow
GX,
state,
and
man.
that
He's just every
train
decision is
continues.
perfect.
Heartbreak for BBL,
27
but
to
it's 5
13.
in a row
He knows
for
he's up
Giant
against a
X.
low HP and he just sticks it.
Is now starting to head into the realms of possibility. I can't believe that BBL are capitulating like this.
Yo, Yampi! Yampi,
They haven't responded just yet. 5 rounds.
Well, they need to respond with a round, Kyra. That's now 5 in a row.
Sociable's picked up the op on this attack side.
Tracking the grav net.
Straight up
It's
B
going to
hit.
land towards upper. That was the
Smoke,
set piece
smoke,
to
grab
put
net.
Prophet in a position of power.
Yumpy's in a
The
good
spike
pause.
is on Yumpy though, and at the back of this pack.
Yeah,
it
he's at
means
the
he's
back,
late
so
to
they
the
kind of
B
miss their
side.
timing. But when he gets a plant, he
Giant
does
X
get his
are
ult.
off, 'cause you look at the
And dude,
players
this is a
close
hard
by, they're
retake. They don't
ready
have
to
Omen
go
Flash.
at a moment's notice.
Exactly.
Sociable's late through A. That's the other thing to note here.
And 4 utility belts on a few GX
I don't know
players.
how-
I'm looking at the
I don't know how
nade
they
and
do
tether
this.
combo. It is coming in a
Fatal
little bit
hits 3.
disjointed. Doesn't catch a single
Omen Flash
player,
on the
but
back of
Magnum
it.
behind the wall is an issue.
Giants
There needs to be
prioritizing the wrong
trades on site
positions.
if BBL are to win this. Or maybe they just need Levin's judge. The
Everyone's sitting in a
huge
grab
value from
net.
Magnum, and it's Levin
Okay.
to end it all.
Okay,
Finally, BBL
West Side's got
reach
no
11
money. Everyone
rounds,
else can buy.
But it's a tight game.
Yeah,
Nice,
it's
it's
a
wild, isn't it?
labelled attempt to reach 11. They should have been here a lot earlier, but they are not out of the woods just yet. I mean, the next round, if it's won by Giant X, that bye could get suspect, but it's also the same for BBL if they win it. You look at what Giant X have in their back pocket. This is a big swing round.
Said many times
I
before,
mean-
BBL have struggled to
Sure, whoever loses
stop
it does have
teams
low
in
money
their
for the last
tracks
round.
when they begin to pick up speed. Is this first round enough to post them on 12 first?
Hey, guys, both get in front.
GX take that next step into the unknown, really. We had no idea that the roster would look this good given the time. But a couple months away seems to have done so much. From those debutantes to now.
Still, it's 2 rounds away, and that 2 rounds can feel like a canyon to try and bridge.
Indeed.
Now, I mean, there was a player known about through Hobbit. It wasn't Gravino.
And they had him over
Was
towards
close.
tree.
Who was in that position
Damn,
before.
nice shots,
Sociable's
man. What a
done
round.
so well
What a round to step
scale
up.
BBL up through here, on towards the A site, and get that spike.
Yeah, I think
down
you
with
guys have got to
Giant
save.
X being in the position, the buy that they're in, the question
Dude,
is,
look at him go.
do you save?
I feel like you have
mean,
to, yeah. And
they're
just
gonna
taking
hunt.
stock of the ults really
They
quick.
are
Sociable
gonna
finds
hunt.
one more there, which means he
You
will
can
have the
hunt
tour de force
3
in
of
the
them.
next. We did see BBL actually running double ops with him and Levin before. I'm wondering if maybe coming into what will be round 24, do you want to see if you can play for a pick early on, get something from that? Also think about Magnum as well. He's 2 off and leading this chase to try and find the final couple players.
Yeah, this guy will
But
take
it's
this,
Ara.
man.
He's
Might be able
been
to drop a 30.
lights out, and the kill leader so far in this map. BBL will find that number 12 that has eluded them for what seems to be the longest time. Finally, we are on map point for Lotus, which could potentially send us to what everyone wants, Corrode.
Corrode.
Yeah, everyone?
I'd say everyone. Well, apart
Ah,
from
yeah, surely.
Wood, Giant X, I think, are the only ones
That's
who don't want
true.
to at
Yeah,
this point.
most people.
Sure. And looking at things here, that operator has been dropped to the ground. Sociable is on a judge.
It's a rough one for everyone. He's got the ult with the backup judge. And Giant's cool for a bit of a trap play, right? They go silent here, or do they throw nades? No, they go silent.
Sociable is online, and you can't give him that respect anymore. Cloud in the corner, door shutting at his back. Aris here as well. The nade is what they need to bail out.
win that space back, which is important for Giant X. And as for BBL here, they have the options to go for a B split instead. No, it's all players on
Magnum think they were just
the
Magnum
side of the map.
Magnum thought they were going to straight up send it over towards B, and he's preemptively put his wall down. So they might have to shoot or wait for.
Seeing if anyone's going to peek them.
Holding for the jump.
Or him.
Teleport's ready.
Just showed the shoulder there. Finally, the Hobbit push comes in. It's a flash, and Magnum's ult searching elsewhere will claim Flickless. The kills in the feed are blue. GX with the first couple. It will go 4v3 once the ult is said and done, but there's still a player towards A. That's Westside, has the trap, and the spike is down. It's not yet moving.
It's whether they can find Westside here in 3.
I mean, he's got a Bucky.
Kill in this round.
And with the Bucky too. Up close and personal, trying to force OT, but it may not come down to his hands. It might be sociable. Levin by his side in the 2v2, both Razors up and kicking in the server, but it's Levin with the lay of the law right now.
The trip.
Ara's got to win the 1v2.
Pretty nice shot.
He has
Oh, bro, it's the actual raid boss.
While health will not be an advantage for him. The shots have been
3
sharp.
bullets.
Both players have been so good. They've been hitting head after head. And it's finally these two to decide whether we go to overtime or whether we go to that third map.
Levin the bright spark at the start of the year, and Ara now looking to take his place on the throne.
Oi, nice shot, bro. He was looking back aside to hit this.
The eruption on the BBL side.
Dude, these two teams have been giving it to each other as well. Corrode. We go to Corrode. Man, this was close though.
They were so happy about the change of mentality.